I'm Sakataro Itoyo. I used to be a leader of a motorcycle gang, but now I work for the Amou family. I thought it was pretty tough, but compared to the guys here, I was nothing. I still had a long way to go.
I'm Taiki Hayami. I also work for the Amou family, and just like him, I still had a lot to learn about being a Yakuza. The Amou family was a notorious Yakuza family. Everyone feared us. Our bosses were maniacs. They're the last people you want to mess with.
You said it. These guys are crazy.
Anyways, Kotoge-san, he's been stepping it up lately. When I started working here, he was a really nice guy, but these days, I don't know, he's turning into a maniac just like the rest of them.
Stop crying, man! You cry way too much.
I know, but he's really starting to scare me. Well, anyways, today we'll take a closer look at Kotoge-san. Hope you enjoy.
Also, we're gonna talk about the tragic incident that struck our family.
Many years ago, when Kotoge-san was still a kid, he had his first encounter with a Yakuza. His parents neglected him, and he was always by himself.
It's you again! You out here all by yourself?
Yeah, my parents are never home.
Then one day, he met this Yakuza.
I heard Kobayashi-san and Noda-san's parents were like that too.
Most of the guys that end up here come from a broken home. It's sad, but true. My family didn't do anything for me, so I know how it feels.
I actually grew up in a loving home.
Anyways, the Yakuza guy, he started looking after him.
I met my boss a few years ago, and he's my role model now. I live and die for the family.
Oh, sounds cool!
He was like a real father to him. Then his parents got a divorce. He went to live with his mom, but she was never home.
Where are you going?
None of your business. Move it!
Dad!
He ran away from home after he graduated from high school. Then one day when he was in the city fighting some hoodlum, he ran into Yabushita-san, a member of the Amou family.
Stop it! I'm gonna end up killing him. Who the hell are you? You think you're tough, huh? I like you, kid. Come work for us. You're so strong. Good morning. Don't tilt your head too much. I told you this.
Then he joined the Amou family and became a Yakuza. Look at him, he looks so young here. You were just like that when you first joined.
Yeah, I thought it'd be easy being a Yakuza, but when Kobayashi-san beat the crap out of me, he opened my eyes.
Good memories. Let's take a look. Itoyo versus Kobayashi-san.
Do we really have to do this?
I'm not through with you just yet.
Ugh!
Kobayashi punch!
Ugh! Apparently he went easy on me. If he hadn't, I'd probably be dead by now.
He's so nice. Kotoge-san, when he was starting out, our bosses scared the living crap out of him too, but at one point he learned how to kill his emotions. It was the only way to deal with his crazy bosses. After that, he got much better at dealing with them. But when it comes to Kobayashi-san, he still scares the crap out of him. Anyways, Kotoge-san, he's been making quite a name for himself lately. Let's take a look. When this guy slept with his boss's girlfriend...
I've never done this before. Oh well. Sorry, Yamada, but I gotta do this.
He had to chop off his friend's pinky to settle the score. And it didn't stop there.
Take that, asshole! Die!
He started getting more violent, especially towards those who went against the family. Then this one time, he skinned this guy alive.
You don't deserve to be a Yakuza! Take this off!
Things started to get really violent. And Machine Gun Ozaki, the guy who betrayed the family, Kotoge-san took him out himself.
Die!
He had one bullet in the gun, and it was the perfect shot.
He's been through so much. No wonder he's always so calm like that.
According to Wanaka-san, He said Kabuto-san was no genius, but he was the hardest working person ever, and he expected great things from him. And Noda-san, he says Kabuto-san is one of the best gunmen in the Amou family now. He's come a really long way.
I want to be like him someday. I know I still got a lot of work to do, but someday...
That reminds me, Noda-san, he nearly died the other day. He went up against this assassin named Jake, and he was incredibly strong. And for the first time ever, it looked like it was over for Noda-san.
I hear it feels really good when you die, so don't worry, man.
More about this in tomorrow's video. Don't miss it.
The other day, Kotoge-san carried out a hit all by himself. He said he wanted to test himself. He's such a warrior.
He went after this guy named Hinagata, one of the best swordsmen out there. Hinagata ran a gang called Roki.
You came here all by yourself? You got some balls, kid.
He was incredibly strong. He was a killing machine.
Die, asshole!
As always, he tried to take him down with his gun, but...
Not bad, but too slow. I can see the bullet from a mile away.
What the?
He dodged his bullet and charged towards him.
Ha!
He somehow managed to block his sword with the handle of his knife.
You got lucky.
It looked like he was done for, but then he did something unexpected.
Ha!
Bring it! Stop me if you can!
Ha!
As he raised his sword, he threw his knife at his face, but he had no trouble moving out of the way.
That's it? Pathetic. Oh well, time to die! Good night!
Ah!
But the knife, that was just a distraction to throw him off balance.
What the?
Then he closed in on him. He lost an arm, but he managed to get the gun right next to his head.
Well played.
Goodbye.
I talked to him the other day, and he said he had no idea if it was gonna work. It was a big bet, and it paid off. But he could have been easily killed. But he said it was the only chance he had, and he took it.
That's insane. I still can't believe he lost his arm, though. Oh, speaking of swords, the other day, this guy who worked for the Amou family finally came home after doing 10 years on the inside.
Stay down!
Ah! Ah!
He was a dual-wielding swordsman. He was one of the strongest guys in the family back in his days.
Speaking of the Kyogoku family.
Right. The other day, they killed Kitaoka-san. Ichijo got him, and it's all my fault.
You're dead, buddy!
Screw you! Die!
Ichijo from the Kyogoku family ambushed him.
Die!
Ah!
You're next, buddy. It's nothing personal, though.
Stop!
Huh?
Run! Go!
At horse, asshole!
But sir!
This is a direct order! Go now! And don't turn back!
That was the last thing he ever said to me. I talked to Kotoge-san about this, and he said Kitaoka-san should have been more careful. Even though it wasn't intentional, he caused trouble on their turf, so... But that didn't matter anymore. He was one of his own, and he wasn't gonna let this go. And this was a declaration of war, so... He said he's not gonna stop until he avenges Kitaoka-san's death.
Now it's time for us to strike back. Our target? Kusaka, the boss of the Kyogoku family. And Ichijo, the guy who killed Kitaoka-san. Kusaka is well protected and his people were very loyal, so I'm sure it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Both families are getting ready for an all-out war as we speak. But before we go to war with them, we still had to deal with local gangs, mafias from abroad, and other Yakuza families trying to take over our turf.
That's right. Got a lot on our plate. But I think we'll be ready to fight them around May, so stay tuned. By the way, We got some intel the other day saying that Kuga from the Kyogoku family's been followed around Kotoge-san.
They're keeping a close eye on him. They might be trying to take him out before the war breaks out, so we gotta be careful.
The Kyogoku family was falling apart, but Kuga, he brought them back together. He's a really smart guy, so we better keep a close eye on him as well.
Something big is about to go down. I can feel it. But no matter what happens, the Amou family will never give up. Never.
We're gonna avenge Kitaoka-san's death no matter what it takes. Kusaka, Ichijo, they're going down! Mark my words.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos. And please subscribe to the channel.